The Greek islands are a place that when you see the photos in Santorini, you instantly want to be there. And while Santorini is only one of many islands, it's usually high on Black travelers' lists and travelers in general. But before you head to the Greek islands, there are some things you should know to make your trip as seamless as possible. In this video, we've gathered a list of things you should need to know before visiting to Santorini. Before we start, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell notification so you never miss out any of our new videos. Here are the 15 things to know before visit to Santorini. Number 1. The toilet paper situation. Depending on your accommodation or where on the island you are located, you will see signs asking you not to flush toilet paper in the toilet. Instead, you place your used tissue in the tiny bins next to the toilet. Most modern hotels are equipped for flushing, but in the town centers of Fira, Oya, and even on Mykonos, public toilets are not. Number 2. Flats or sneakers are encouraged. We know, you want to get your fits off while in Santorini. But let us be the first, or maybe not the first, to warn you that the sidewalks and alleyways in Santorini are not to be played with. Most of the villages on the island are built into the cliffside, which means tons of hills and uneven paths. Most walkways are also cobblestone, and the rocks actually stick out from the concrete, so it's very easy to trip if you aren't careful. Number 3. All of Santorini doesn't have the blue domes. I think a common misconception is that no matter where you are in Santorini, you're going to see the blue-domed buildings. Sorry to say, but that's not true. The photos that you see from other travelers with the blue-capped buildings is from the town of Oya. It's on the northern part of the island of Santorini, and there are less than 10 of the blue domes in the town total, so don't expect every building to have them. Number 4. Fira is where most people stay in Santorini. There are villas, hotels, guest houses, Airbnbs, and even single rooms to rent all over Santorini. However, to get the most bang for your buck, many travelers choose to stay in the town of Fira. It's a little larger than Oya and is where most bars, clubs, shops, and restaurants are. Unfortunately, you won't find any blue-domed buildings here, but the views are just as stunning. Trust us. Number 5. You'll want to stay on the caldera side. You're probably like, what is a caldera? Well, it's a set of tiny islands, including a live volcano, that sit out from the western shores of Santorini. It's an island, so it's technically surrounded by water, but the side with the caldera brings some of the most breathtaking views you will ever see. This applies whether you stay in Oya, Fira, or any other village on Santorini. Number 6. There's a local bus to get between towns. Don't make the mistake like we did, and ask how far is the walk from Fira to Oya. Your hotel will look at you and likely smirk. It's a 2-hour walk between the two, but it's only about a 30-minute bus ride too. There is a local bus station in most of the main towns/villages of Santorini. From Fira to Oya, blue domes, it will cost you 1.60 euros. Try to have as close to the exact amount as you can. Number 7. Flying dress photos. One of the main things women want to do when in Santorini is the flying dress photo experience. And yes, it's a fun thing to do. There are several photographers that offer photo shoot services, not just for the dresses, and it is easiest to book them via Airbnb experiences. The actual flying dress rental is a separate fee from the general shoot. The dresses come in several colors and sizes, and your photographer will bring it to the shoot. The average price for the dress rental is 100 euros. This includes an assistant to help fly your dress in the pictures. Also, the photos usually take a few days to come to you via email, so don't expect them same day. Number 8. You can take a speed ferry between most major islands. We've spent a lot of time on Santorini, since it's most popular, but there are other islands to visit. Of course, you can fly into most of them, although often a little more expensive, and some requiring private charters from any other city around the country. The more economical option is the speed ferry. You can book the ferry and find schedules and prices on Ferry Hopper. Number 9. Taxes around the islands will add up on you. When and where you can, try to take the local bus. The word local bus sounds like a nightmare, but they are actually charter buses versus the buses seen in most parts of the United States. As mentioned above, buses are under €2. Now compare that to the no less than €20 one way that you will spend on a taxi. Yes, a taxi is private and can pick you up at your door. But we just wanted to save you a few dollars because after going from Oya to Fira or from one of the beach resorts in Mykonos to the town center a few times, your cash stash will get low really quick. Number 10. The souvenir shops literally sell the exact same thing. Like most heavy tourist areas, you will find tons of souvenir shops in Mykonos, Fira, and Oya. And yes, they all sell the same thing. T-shirts, jewelry, bags, magnets, shot glasses. All the typical things you will find anywhere else around the world. The only difference, they say Greece. Number 11. Each city and island is known for different food. If you like to get adventurous with the cuisine when you travel, there is plenty to try all across Greece. Although not an island, Athens is known for moussaka, a dish that is similar to lasagna but with some differences. Santorini is known for its grilled octopus and lamb. Mykonos has tons of seafood and surprisingly lots of pasta dishes. Number 12. Mykonos is known for its club scene and for being LGBTQ friendly. There are several clubs around Mykonos that are known for bass-pumping music in the wee hours of the night or morning. We also learned that Elia Beach is frequented by members of the LGBTQ community, and it is where they feel safest. Number 13. Don't forget your charger converters. If you are an avid traveler, you can skip this one, but even the most frequent flyer slips sometimes. Be sure to bring the correct converter for European ports, and make sure you bring more than one. You can find them sometimes at some shops in the island's town centers, but don't bank on that. Number 14. Get your COVID test at a pharmacy. Many hotels, especially on Mykonos, will offer to have a private doctor come to your room to do your test needed to return home. This will run you €70 for a rapid test and €100 for PCR. But there are usually a few pharmacies around that will do it for as little as €10. Also, starting November 8, vaccinated Americans will no longer need a negative test to re-enter the US. Number 15. Bring extra euros. If you have a travel credit card, you can also skip this one. But you'll want to be sure you take extra euros on your trip. Some US banks will allow you to order through your mobile app and have it delivered to your home in a day or two, at no extra charge. Places do accept Visa around the islands, but other credit cards can be tricky, especially American Express, and almost no businesses accept US dollars. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.